On the web at ddtexasoutfitters.com. Looking at the futures now, December corn up 8.5 at $3.35, soybeans up 15 at $8.98. Wheat up 1.5 at $5.01. KC wheat up 1.5 at $4.30. West Texas crude oil up a penny at $42.67. Dees gold up 3.5 points at $19.52. October live cattle is up 35 cents at $109.92. Feeders down 15 cents at $147.80. And number 2 Dees cotton up 55 cents at $62.75. Now this from the Texas Farm Bureau Radio Network.
U.S. Ag Exports. I'm Jessica Duhamel with the Midday Update on the Texas Farm Bureau Radio Network. The United States is exporting more farm products to China. USDA's Gary Crawford has more.
We now have the official ag trade numbers for the first 9 months of this fiscal year, October through June, so we don't have the totals for this more recent flurry of purchases by China. But through June, China had bought over $11 billion worth of U.S. ag products, and USDA economist Bart Kenter says compared to the same 9 months a year ago, some products are really taking off. Pork, for example, those sales to China are
up 647% from fiscal year to date 2019 in terms of the value of pork exports to China.
There's one product with a higher growth rate of sales to China, grain sorghum.
It's up 652%.
That report from USDA's Gary Crawford.
On the line now, we've got Katie Cooper, co-chair of the Cattlemen's Beef Board Innovation Committee, to talk about what your dollar does to drive demand for beef. So, Katie, tell us what's going on with the beef checkoff.
Thanks for having me. The Beef Checkoff is still using the iconic Beef It's What's for Dinner brand as a powerful promotional tool. It's been around for almost 3 decades and is still going strong. It's just 100% digital now. By cutting expensive broadcast television, we are reaching more consumers with fewer dollars by advertising on all the different digital media platforms. We're also partnering with popular online grocery delivery services and using the power of social influencers to spread the positive messages about beef to their audiences. In doing so, Beef It's What's for Dinner reached consumers 1 billion times just last year, and producers made it happen. Your dollars help drive greater demand for beef in a new generation of consumers.
Thanks for joining us from the Cattlemen's Beef Board, Katie. To find out more about what your dollar does for the beef industry, visit yourdollardoes.com. Funded by the Beef Checkoff.
For the Texas Farm Bureau Radio Network, I'm Jessica Duhamel.
Larry, before you bring us Brian's report, I have a joke for you. A farmer from the valley told me the other day, we were talking about how big the mosquitoes were after all the rain brought in by Hurricane Hannah. He said he saw one in the pasture the other day. It had 11 points.
We're on the line with cousin Brian Lisbon from Seguin Cattle Company. Brian, how'd the sale go today?
Sale was good, Larry. Lots of activity, packer cows, stocker calves. I mean, it feels like we're getting back to normal where, I mean, everybody's got confidence in what they're doing.
Good. Let's walk the pins.
On those 3 to 4 weight steers, $1.46, $1.94. And like I said last week, they started gathering these wheat pasture cattle, and you can tell it on the price. 4 to 5 weights, $1.48 to $1.84. 5 to 6 weights, $1.28 to $1.56. The 6 to 7s, $1.17 to $1.42. Heifer end, 3 to 4 weights, $1.40 to $1.88. 4 to 5s, $1.28 to $1.55. The 5 to 6s, $1.20 to $1.39. Utility and packer cows, 55 cents to 80. Cutters, 40 to 54. The young palpated cows, they brought from 800 to 1,050. Cow and calf pairs, we split everything today, but there was lots of young open cows, and we weighed them, and they brought from 70 to 90 cents. So, like I said, you know, everybody, they're taking advantage of the dry weather is what it's boiling down to. Top end of the bulls, they brought 93 cents today, so nothing wrong with the cow and calf market.
How about sheep and goat?
Sheep and goats ended up with 550 of them. Those good nannies, they brought up 270. Kids were from $2.40 to $3. The billies from $1.90 to $2.50. On the door per ewes, they brought from 100 to 165, and the lambs were $200 or $2 to $2.40. So I mean, we had a little slowdown on the market last week, but you know, gaining the strength back. Just everybody had to kind of burn through their inventory. So.
Right.
All in all, it was a good day.
How about next week?
If it continues dry, we'll be busy. And I haven't had the chance to do the numbers, but I bet you we had 25% cows, and we ended up with 1,150 head. So
tell everybody how to get a hold of you.
Hey, give us a call at 830-379-9955. Or give me a call on my cell at 305-0652.
I'm on the line with Sam Moreno from D&D. That's ddtexasoutfitters.com, D&D in Seguin. Sam, the weather is warming up, and I want to get outside and do something. I'm sure you've got lots of equipment I could work with.
That's right, Larry. Right now's the time to buy. We have chutes, we got field fence, we got T-posts, and we got cattle working systems. Right now's the time to come in, and we can beat anyone's price.
Tell everybody how to get a hold of you in D&D.
You can contact us at 830-379-7340 and ask for one of our friendly staff members.
Let's go now to Larry Marble's conversation with Jim Wheeler at the Atascosa Livestock Exchange in Pleasanton, reporting on Tuesday's cattle sale.
Jim, how did the sale go Tuesday?
We ended up with 455 head. Packer market was cheaper, but the calf market was steady, maybe a touch stronger.
Let's walk the pens.
206 steers, 147 heifers, 74 cows, and 23 bulls. Steer side 2 to 3 weights, $1.50 to $1.92. Heifers were $1.40 to $1.87. 3 to 4 weight steers $1.45 to $1.77. Heifers were $1.30 to $1.54. 4 to 5 weight steers $1.40 to $1.65. Heifers were $1.20 to $1.45. 5 6 weight steers $1.30 to $1.47. Heifers were $1.10 to $1.37. 6 7 weight steers $1.15 to $1.40. Heifers were $1 to $1.29. 7 to 8 weight steers $1.05 to $1.25. Heifers were $90 to $1.06. 8 to 9 weight steers $90 to $1.12, and the heifers were $75 to $90.
What'd they have on the cows?
$1.16 today. Best packer cow brought $66. Best bull brought $92. Had a few bred cows. They brought anywhere from $620 to $860. We did not have any pairs.
What do you know for next week, Jim?
I imagine we'll have 400 to 500 next week. Rest of the week is supposed to be over 100, so it's really going to change things by next week.
Well, we'll touch base with you early next week and see if that is truly the case. In the meantime, if folks want to get a hold of you, how do they do so?
Reach us at 830-281-2516.
Jim, we appreciate you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Neighbor, did you know, combined with the truss department, insulation department, and millworks department, just 3 of the departments there at MG Building Materials, they've got the ability to deliver an entire building package from a single supplier. They are truly your one-stop shop. They have 5 locations around South and Central Texas. Let's count them down right quick. Pleasanton, Kerrville, San Antonio, Corpus Christi, and Uvalde. MG Building Materials, your one-stop shop. MGBuildingMaterials.com. We're on the line with Kelly Thigpen, Pearsall Livestock. Kelly, how did our Wednesday sale go?
Had a good sale, Larry. Had a lighter run, ended up 411 head of cattle, but boy, the market was sure good. On the calf and yearling side of things, it's pretty much $5-6 better all the way across the board. A lot of activity on all classes, had a lot of good calves and yearlings there, but thought we got along real well with them. On the cow deal, it was sure cheaper. They've taken a good bit of money off since last week. I think they've just kind of taken a little bit off every day, and it was probably $9 cheaper than it was last week. I think last week our best cow bring up close to 74. We were right there at 64, 65 today on the better end of the cow. So good bit of money off there, but like I said, calf and yearling deal was sure the highlight. It was plenty good there today.
Good. Do you know of any cattle for next week?
No, not as of yet. Just a few little bunches, but I expect we'll have a pretty decent run, I imagine.
Tell everybody how to contact you.
You can call us there at the office, 830-334-3653. My mobile number is 830-334-1047, or look us up on the website at PearsallLivestock.com.
We're on the line with Wade Floyd from D&D Texas Outfitters Seguin. Wade, everybody thinks about deer in the fall, but we really need to take care of the protein situation all year round. What do you got to offer us this week?
Yeah, Larry, we do Antler Max proteins and your Antler Advantage made by Purina. They're some of the best that if you feed them year-round, you really do see the result. We also carry a Double Down protein that's been becoming very more popular.
And we want you to get it at D&D in Seguin. Wade Floyd, tell everybody how to contact you.
Larry, they can call me here at the store at 830-379-7340, extension 180.
We're on the line with Carl Herman, Caldwell Livestock Commission Company. Carl, how did the sale go this week?
You know, we had a good sale today, bumped up to 750 head for consigners, with 129 consigners on the higher calf market for 43 buyers. On the cow end, we had about 85 cows and bulls. Slaughter cows, 33 to 75. A lot of those good wetback cows are bringing 65 to 85. Slaughter bulls, 65 to 94. Stocker cows, 500 to 975, and no pairs. On the calf side, the steers, 2 to 3 weights, 150 to 220. 3 to 4 weights, 150 to 212. 4 to 5 weight steers brought 140 to 177. 5 to 6 weights, 130 to 152. 6 to 7 weight steers, 130 to 141. And the 7 to 8 weights, 115 to 132. All higher, all classes. On the heifers, 2 to 3 weights, 140, 172. 3 to 4 weights, 130 to 155. 4 to 5 weight heifers, 125 to 172. 5 to 6 weights, 120 to 158. 6 to 7 weight heifers, 115 to 167. And the 7 to 8 weights, 103 to 126. Looks like the market trend is there, and it's going up. We look for good things ahead.
Good. Tell everybody how to contact you.
Okay, my number is 979-820-5349. Call the barn, 567-4119. Or call Max Ebner if you're in the Giddings area, 540-8676.
We appreciate you. Thank you.
Yes, sir, Larry.
Wholesale boxed beef prices were higher Wednesday. Choice boxes were $209.09. That is up by $1 and a penny. USDA estimates cattle slaughter to be at 347,000 head through Wednesday. That is 1,000 head above last week and even the same week last year. On the line now with Chris Carter of the Karnes County Livestock Exchange down Kennedy Way. Chris, I know you like to start off by thanking the people you do business with.
That's right, JR. We certainly do want to thank all our consignors and buyers for coming to Kennedy week in and week out. Last week, we ended up with 658 head of cattle, and the market was stronger.
All right, let's walk the pens.
Number 1 steers, 2 to 3 weight, 165 to 185. 3 and 4s, 150 to 178. 4 and 5 weights, 141 to 171. 5 and 6s, 131 to 147. 6 and 7s, 122 to 137. And the 7 and 8 weights, $1.18 to $1.30. On the heifers, 2 to 3 weight, 148 to 161. 3 and 4s, 134 to 156. 4 and 5 weights, 130 to 154. 5 and 6s, 124 to 153. 6 and 7s, 114 to 134. And the 7 and 8 weights, $1.04 to $1.10. We had 13 packer bulls last week. High yielding was 89 up to 94. Medium, 80 to 83. And the low end, 68 to 74. We had 84 packer cows. High yielding, 65 to 70. Medium, 47 to 53. And the low end, 28 to 34. We only had 2 pairs. They bring from 11 and a quarter up to 11.60, and no test on the bred cows last week.
All right, what do y'all got caught for this week's sale, Chris?
Well, at the present time, we've got just short of what we had last week's total was 612, with 612 head checked in. I believe we'll hit 750 and maybe come close to 800. In our count today, we've got 95 packer cows and bulls, 18 confirmed breds, 3 pair, and the rest are yearlings. We do have the 18 breds, and they range from red and white Bremers, black Baldies, and some reds in there.
Good deal. Chris Carter, Karnes County Livestock Exchange in Kennedy. Tell folks how to get a hold of you.
For any questions or use of our services, please call Wetland Rouse at 361-542-0810 or myself at 210-286-5345.
Where has Pioneer Corn Product Development taken me today? Welcome to the local research center in Mankato, Minnesota. I'm in the main building because it's hot and sticky outside, really humid. And I'm looking out the window at a field planted with Pioneer's most advanced corn trait technology, Pioneer brand Chrome products. The breeders here are excited because Chrome technology works across more Pioneer germplasm than previous triple stack products. So at the same time you're getting strong pest protection, you're unlocking more yield potential. I see a couple of Pioneer scientists out in the fields now. Me, I've got air conditioning and a soda, so I'm good. The Research Center in Mankato, another place that makes Pioneer, Pioneer. You'll hear more from me later. For now, let your local Pioneer sales representative hear from you.
We're on the line with Wayne Geiswide, Gillespie Livestock. Wayne, how did the cattle sell Wednesday?
Yeah, Larry, we almost had 1,500 head here today. Cow market's probably 5 to 8 lower, especially on the light cows. Boy, they just really took it off on the light cows. Still sold the better cows, bring 60 to 60, 7 or 8. That's like the bulls didn't have any really good bulls that bring up to 90. One really good bull brought $1. Look like the calf market, they call the steer market a good $4 to $5 higher. Sold some 6-weight steers up into the 150s. 5 weights to the 160s, 4 weights up to 180, 3 weights up to 190, and a few 2 weights up to $2. Well, that was all quite a bit better in spots. The heifer market is basically about steady, but there was a little problem in the lower quality cattle. I was probably 2 to 3 lower. Seemed like we had a lot of those today, and they were a little harder to move. But as a whole, thought with how many head of cattle, got by pretty good. That's kind of how it went in Fredericksburg.
What do you think's coming our way next week?
I'm sure we're going to keep running some pretty good runs, 12 to 1,400, somewhere in that neighborhood. Probably Larry and the sheep and goat sales, probably around 4,000.
Well, it sounds like we'll have a good start for next week. Wayne, tell everybody how to get a hold of you in Fredericksburg.
We're at 830-997-4394.
PMI, Pipe, Steel, and Supplies, San Antonio, Hondo, High, Robstown, and Kerrville.
Don't forget Laredo and Jourdanton.
Pipe, structural steel, valves, fittings, culverts, purlins, fencing, rebar, and supplies. PMI, Pipe, Steel, and Supplies, 210-223-PIPE. Visit their website, pipemovers.com. Call 210-223-7473. PMI, Pipe, Steel, and Supplies, San Antonio, Hondo, High, Robstown, and now Kerrville,
as well as Laredo and Jourdanton.
At pipemovers.com. That's PMI, Pipe, Steel, and Supplies.
We're on the line with Ken Jordan. We're speaking about the sale coming to San Saba on Thursday. Ken, what's it looking like at 7:30 Wednesday evening?
You bet, Larry. We got right at 1,500 head on the yards, about 270-something cows, about 35 bulls. The rest of them all calves and yearlings. I'm kind of looking for that 1,800 head tomorrow is what we're shaping up for. Several real good groups of calves that are on hand. This market has really rebounded quite a bit and has done extremely well. A lot of wean cattle will be there tomorrow, too. So look for a good run. Probably that 1,800 is what we're looking for, Larry.
Not a bad way to start a Thursday at Jordan Cattle Auction San Saba. Ken, tell everybody how to contact you.
You bet, Larry. Give us a call. Area code 325-372-5159. Kind of get a glimpse. We've got over 2,000, maybe 2,100 head coming from our next female sale. That'll be next Saturday on August the 22nd. Got most all the listings already up on the website. Quite a few pictures, Larry, and you can see those at jordancattle.com.
All right, good deal. Thank you, Ken.
You bet, Larry. Thank you.
Bye-bye. Neighbor, I want to remind you about my friends Stephen and Terry Lehman at Lehman Pipe and Cattle. They've got used sucker rod in 5/8, 3/4, 7/8, and 1 inch, and they've got used oil field pipe, the #1 structural, straight, no holes, splits, or heavy scale, 2 3/8, 2 7/8, 3.5, 4.5, 5.5, 6 5/8, 7 5/8, 10 3/4, and 16 and 24-inch diameters. Also, from time to time, they see some #2 pipe available at a reduced price. Truckload discounts and delivery also available. They also have cattle guards. They make them from 10-foot wide to 30-foot wide, depending on the customer's needs and wants, with or without wings or cross gates. Also, the heavy-duty concrete beams to set them on. Stephen and Terry Lehman, Lehman Pipe and Cattle. Email them at lehmanpipe@gmail.com or call Stephen at 979-966-3447 or Terry at 979-820-8155. That's Stephen and Terry Lehman, Lehman Pipe and Cattle.
Looking now at the port grains, courtesy of John Tuggle, 1-800-288-4453, Milo, Corpus Christi, Dees plus 175, 897, Houston, Dees plus 175, 897, Progresso calls it $7. Yellow corn, Corpus Christi area, September plus 35, 349. Houston, September plus a quarter, 339. Hard red winter wheat, Corpus Christi area, September plus 80 cents, 497. Houston, September plus $1, 517. #1 beans, Houston, November less 15, 868. Placido, November less 60, 823.
We're visiting with Scott Stanislav, technical agronomist for DeKalb, Asgrow, and Delta Pine. And Scott, you and I have been talking about crop conditions and issues here in South Texas all season long, and there definitely has not been a lack of things to talk about this year.
Oh, no, there has not. It's been a busy year, and we've had some weather events that have hurt some things. We've had some really good crops in some areas. It's been all over the board.
Well, Scott, this is our last update, so remind growers where they can go to find more information on DeKalb, Asgrow, and Delta Pine.
Absolutely. Well, I'd point a grower to www.DeKalbAsgrowDeltaPine.com. There they can find product information, yield information as well as going to YouTube and looking at DeKalb, Asgrow, Delta Pine, East Texas, and Oklahoma. That's our YouTube channel, and hopefully we'll be posting some updates there. And I really just want to thank everybody for their support of the DeKalb, Asgrow, and Delta Pine brands.
Scott Stanislav, technical agronomist for DeKalb, Asgrow, and Delta Pine here in South Texas.
In cotton, East Texas, Oklahoma traded 2,392 bales yesterday, trading from 56 3/4 to 59 even. No bales reported in West Texas. That concludes our time for today. Have a great Thursday. I'm J.R. Gully for Down on the Farm Radio.